Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over one of the key mistakes that we see in throwing the football and how it ends up having a negative impact on the throw. So as always, if you like the information, go ahead and click that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, go ahead and leave those down below. We're going to hop in the video right now. All right, so big thing that we're going to talk about here is going to have to do with the load. So what happens is a lot of quarterbacks will go here, you get your kind of normal loading position, and everybody kind of knows the whole equal and opposite, where you kind of go, this arm goes out, and front elbow goes out, and you're going about the same height, so that has to do with the equal and opposite. Now what ends up happening, at least with my own throw, is when I load, I kind of go back with my front, or with my back arm, and also do the same thing with my front arm. So again, equal and opposite. And so that is a common thing that we'll see with quarterbacks. There's some people that will go more, straight back. Some will come, more back here. But big thing that ends up happening is that, after that initial load, and because there's so many different ways that some people will bring that ball back. But from there, what ends up being a critical part of the throw is that from that kind of load position, when the ball is underneath the shoulder, from that time is when the elbow is going back, and when the hand is kind of just going backwards. And then when it starts going behind, when the ball starts going behind, the moment that starts happening, and it's when the ball really goes up above the shoulder, is when the elbow wants to start coming through as well. So the key mistake that we see is that after people go in loading, bringing the ball back here and not getting the elbow through as much, right? So what happens is then the ball ends up back here, and the athlete ends up really leaning back, and then from here there's a lot of different ways that the release can end up happening. They'll come kind of up and over the top, right? So you're here kind of going up there, or it's here coming around a lot. Either way, you're going to end up negatively impacting your ability to throw the ball with a lot of velocity, and also impacting how the ball ends up really going from a trajectory standpoint. So when you end up going and coming around more, that nose of the football is going to end up kind of coming off to the side a little bit more. And then when you end up coming up and trying to come too much over the top from back here and up over the top, then you're going to end up having a hard time with consistently, having the ball could potentially sail on you or end up being low. So I think a lot of times you'll end up actually having some issues with throwing the ball low, but it'll be, both. It'll be high and low when you're going here, right? When you're going here, you're going to end up missing if you're right-handed, you're going to end up missing people to the right. And then if you're left-handed, you're going to end up missing people to the left. So big thing in being able to fix that is just really going through and working like cow drills, anything to make it so you can go and load here. And then after you get to this load, drive the elbow up as you're lifting the ball up. What you don't want to end up happening is have the ball coming up above the shoulder and the elbow either dropping lower or staying back. Right, so the second that the ball comes up above the shoulder is when the elbow needs to be coming up and forward and through. I'll show you a couple examples here so then you guys can utilize it and implement it into your own throw.